All still getting there. I can see one, two, the Jeep one coming around as well. She's sitting down, but she's about this.
Hi everyone, John McLeod from Macbets. We're just going to go through a few things that we've seen on Saturday. This is the Macbets bad beats, or miracles and bad beats. As far as miracles and bad beats go, we're going to sort of let it slide this week because I found it really hard to find a couple. So I'm just going to leave that. If I had a choice on the bad beats, it would probably be one of the ones we backed yesterday at the Gold Coast. But it turned out to be a really bad race, and if it had won, it would have won by trickery, and it could have turned out to be a miracle as well. So I thought, oh well, I'll leave that go. Macbet, as far as Macbet goes, we had a really good day on, when was it, on Wednesday? We had a good day. And then we broke about square on Friday. We had a really good day on Saturday. A lot of things came together, even a couple of the audio changes that we made improve things. And then on Sunday we lost the whole 6 units. As I said, one was unlucky not to win, come out slow and still ran on and only got beaten about a length. And I think if it would have been up on the speed where I thought it would have been, I think it would have won. But the time was terrible. And the other two we backed both run second and looked the winners, both of them at some stage. And just the last little bit they peaked. Nice winner of Van Dyke's there on Sunday. I think it's going to go through the classes, but also there was another one in that race that went good. We'll keep that as a black booker for ourselves, and but you guys will get it in the coming weeks. Now what we're going to do today is just have a look at this protest hearing. Now there was a lot of conjecture over this. I know after the race Nick came to me and said, do you think there'll be a protest? And I hadn't seen anything. And then I watched it and I thought, definitely there'll be a protest, and I thought it would be 50-50 call on whether it would go upheld or dismissed. But a few other blokes were saying dismissed and shouldn't even be a protest. So it was a bit strange. You don't usually have that big a gap between opinions, but it was interesting. Now, I'll give you my opinion on it. This is the race here. We've got get stuck in on the inside there in the yellow, the Tony Gollan's colours. Then you've got Junction, the Mark Curry's colours, and the outside there. Then you've got Epic Girl in front. Now this race is run terribly. It hasn't gone good at all. Both the sectionals are saying that they've gone slow early and they haven't got home late at all. So, they've gone bad, and the horses were going to run on here, even though they hadn't gone fast in front. The sectional was bad, the last bit as well. So what to take notice of here is get stuck in. You'll see when I start playing it that it wasn't getting its head on the side at all, but I'll play it now. So he's going fairly straight. He's just a touch on the side. He's just trying to she's trying to get away from the inside. But I think Epic Girl, on the head-on, Epic Girl was hanging out a touch, and Get Stuck In's trying to get around the heels of Epic Girl. Now, at this stage, if I go back a bit, there was nothing wrong with what Junction was doing. Everything was cool. It was going straight as a gun barrel. But once it came out a little bit and he hit it, Junction, who was on it, Rod, it did duck in. It's come in about a horse, maybe more. Now, that's taken the running of Get Stuck In, and once it balances up, and we know the sectional's no good the last little bit, it's charged to the line. Now, in my opinion, firstly, Epic Girl coming out has been part of the problem for Get Stuck In, but once Rod gave this horse a hit and it went in on top of Get Stuck In and really closed off that gap, that was the big problem for mine. On the other side of the fence saying that it would be dismissed is that was Get Stuck In wasn't wanting to take the gap. Now, I don't think it really was. When you really think about it, it didn't want to take the gap. he might be a horse that just doesn't want to race inside other horses, especially with gear on him. But once he eased and came out to the outside, you'll see him go straight. He doesn't hang out, hasn't got his head on the side at all. He's putting his head down and he really wants to race. So he's really come to the line well. But as we said earlier, we're here. The only reason he's got his head on the side is he's trying to get around the heels of a big girl who's coming out a little bit. Nothing to do with junction. So that's the part where the dismissed would have been a thought. But once Rod hit it, he did come in. He did contribute to the ease of get stuck in, and its cost get stuck in the race, I think. Now, I'm not talking through my pocket because I was on junction. That's my feeling on the race. As I said, I could have gone 50-50, but it was upheld, and we did our cash. Okay, so what have we got? We got on Wednesday, I think we got Ipswich, and then we got a few meetings later in the week. Hopefully, we can keep the roll going for Macbet. Everything's going well. Our yard is working out well the way we're putting it out. Everyone can see that with all the subscribers get that. The main subscribers, the platinum ones, get all our prices and maps early in the morning and know what prices we have horses and everything, and whether we're going to be tumble in early in the morning, and whereas the other guys just get the units on the tip sheet and everything like that, but which tells you guys which horses we're going to back, but not when we're going to back it, I suppose. Okay, that's all from me. We'll be back next week. Some interesting news coming up, in the next few weeks. We'll stay tuned and we'll see what happens. See you everyone.